quickly before we get into the video, if you guys are short on cash for any of the new GTA Online content, then check out G2A's website in the description. They have super cheap and discounted shark cards. Sometimes I find mine for like 50% off, so it's a really good deal. But yeah, if you guys need some money, then definitely check out G2A's website, link below. Why the new Akula helicopter is the best vehicle in GTA Online. That may be a bold statement, but I think it's true. The Akula, I've come to find over the last week or two, is the best vehicle in the game. Now look, I know some people may not agree with me, and that's fine, but what I'm going to do is show you guys some reasons why I think it's the best one and why you should own one. So before we get into the main reason, I'll go through the smaller reasons. In my opinion, it looks great. And I know that's subjective, but I think it looks great. It looks unique, it's different than every other helicopter, and that's a plus. Also, the customization, I mean, it's decent, but it's good for what you get for every other helicopter. It also seats 4 people, which is a huge plus, because you're normally going to have 4 people if you're in a CEO or an MC, so the fact that you can transport people around is really nice. Also, they give the people in the back something to do, at least a little bit. So the people in the back, they have the option to use regular vision, night vision, or thermal vision. Now, that's not really that helpful, because they can't shoot or do anything with that, but at least they can have that. Maybe they can relay the information on to the pilot or the co-pilot. Another reason the armor is the best for helicopters. It's the same as the Hunter, which means it takes 6 explosive rounds to disable it, and then 7 to destroy it, and it will take 3 RPGs/homing missiles to blow it up. And that's the best you're going to get on a helicopter. So it's very, very good with armor. And the weapons are really good. It has the option to do barrage missiles or homing missiles. So whatever you like, you can choose. And the missiles are infinite. There is no cap. So you can shoot as many as you want. Now, before we get into the main reason, there are some negatives to this, which I will mention. There are no countermeasures, but the trade-off is the stealth mode. Also, for nighttime usage, what's somewhat annoying, even if you go into stealth mode, the lights still blink, which people will sometimes find you easier in the sky, like if they see these blinking lights, despite them not seeing you on the radar. And then also, you still can be seen on the orbital strike, despite being in stealth mode. So there are some negatives, but for the most part, the positives are amazing. Now, the reason why it's the best vehicle in the game. The stealth mode. I've said since like the beginning of the game, the one thing GTA needs to fix is showing everyone on the radar. Imagine a game mode, or imagine free roam, if you didn't know where everyone was, or if you didn't know what vehicles they were in. Things would be much more exciting. You would turn the corner and all of a sudden see a tank, and it would kind of surprise you. Now, you just look in the radar, oh, there's a guy in the tank, let me just go around him. And you sort of miss these really awesome interactions, right? Now, unfortunately, they didn't make that happen, but this is as close as we're going to get. So the Akula being off the radar, being in that stealth mode, is what makes this the best vehicle. So in stealth mode, you can't use any weapons, which is how they balance it, but it does completely hide your location from the minimap. And one of the most useful features about this stealth mode is that it hides bounties. So if you have a bounty on you, go into your Akula, no one can see you on the minimap. It also will hide the global signal. So resupply missions or cargo missions where you're picking up some sort of box and then transporting it back, normally that will be displayed in bright red in the minimap or on the minimap, and it'll say, hey, come kill this guy. If you do that in your Akula, no one sees that. So for that reason, if you do a lot of missions in public lobbies that have a lot of people in them, this thing is invaluable. No one will really come after you because they don't know to come after you. One of the other huge advantages the stealth mode brings is with cops. And I recently just found out about this, so I'm guessing a lot of people don't know about it, but if you're in the stealth mode, you can only get a maximum of 2 stars, and that is huge. You'll see, I go over the prison, which normally gets you 4 stars, and I'm not in stealth mode. But the second I hit that stealth mode, boom, 2 stars. And what's weird, if I come out of stealth mode, boom, back to 4 stars. But then I'll go back in stealth mode, boom, 2 stars. And the reason this is so huge is because at 3 stars, that's when you get the cop helicopters coming after you. And while they don't really do much damage because they just have regular guns, over time, enough of them shooting at you will start to smoke your helicopter, which means you have to go fix it, or you have to call another one, or you have to go back to your hangar to repair it. So by being in stealth mode, you only have 2 stars. The cops can't shoot at you, so you really only need to worry about players. And speaking of players, that is where this thing just shines. Now, I'm not advocating using this to grief, but in PvP situations, this thing is amazing. Because you are off the radar in stealth mode, people actually have to use their eyes to find you, which I swear to God is like the hardest thing for some people to do, because everyone's always constantly looking at the mini-map to try and find out where people are. No one knows how to just use their eyes and scout around. And you can use that to your advantage, because then you could keep low, dip and dodge between buildings. If you see them, or if you have a shot, come out of stealth mode, boom, use your homing launcher, lock on, boom, 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 shoot some rockets, go back in stealth mode, and you do these sort of quick attacks. And I found them to be, and I'm not even the greatest pilot or the greatest player in GTA Online, as many of you guys know, I found them to be very easy and very rewarding, because it's kind of cool to have this sort of strategy that players don't expect. Now, the one part that I sort of ran into trouble with is if you are in an air battle, like if you're battling a Hydra or a Hunter or some other helicopter or aircraft that can withstand a few rockets, that may give you some trouble, because normally they can come after you, they can see you, but if you're like in the city, then you can dip and dodge between buildings and try and outrun them or outmaneuver them. But that is the reason why I think the Akula is the best vehicle in the game. The fact that no one really knows where you are until you come out of stealth mode, when you have the advantage because you know you're going to attack them and they don't, like, that is just so refreshing. It's so refreshing to be in a PvP battle and not have the person you're trying to kill know where you are. And one thing, this you may not want to do because it is chrome, but I painted mine chrome, although I actually painted mine white chrome. I put chrome and then I put a crew color on top of it, and it's actually kind of cool looking in the snow. But painting your helicopter chrome will give you some extra camouflage, because it does appear harder to see at night and in certain weathers with that chrome paint job. I mean, you're not impossible to see, but it is a little harder. But yeah, that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Let me know in the comment section if you guys think the same way. I really wanted to put this out there in case anyone didn't know about some of these things or was on the fence about buying the Akula. 100% buy it, because your public lobby sessions will be so much better. The fact that people don't know where you are, the fact that they're not going to be coming after you all the time is a blessing, especially if you're doing those missions. You know, that's another huge part. So even though there are other vehicles like the Deluxo or like the Oppressor that you can spawn next to you, or like the Buzzer that you can spawn next to you, or like the Vigilante that's rockets don't miss, this thing has the one feature that none of those have, and that is the surprise factor. And that surprise factor, in my opinion, trumps everything else in the game. So there you guys have it. That is the video. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think the Akula is the best vehicle in the game? And have you purchased one? But thank you all for watching. Please drop the video a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more awesome GTA content. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.